I know we have a couple more, but hold on for a second because I want to take you back to this time.
Yes.
Because when we talk about the evolution of Eve and all the different sitcoms and shows and talk shows and but really it started with that Ruff Ryders
100%.
moment, right? For sure.
100%. I would not. I say that all the time. I would not have the life I have. I wouldn't be here without coming through Ruff Ryders, period. Without that verse on Ruff Ryders, 100%. And without them, like, I always say thank you to Dean and to Darren and Tawa, because they were really my coaches. They really were my coaches. And it was hard coming up through them.
What do you mean? Like just...
Ooh, it was boot camp.
Yeah.
It was boot camp. Like, it wasn't like, oh, she's the girl, so we're going to treat her nice. We're going to treat her like, nah, I was hustling with all of them. Like, and I appreciate it. Yeah.
What do you mean? Just like, what does that mean?
Hustling in the studio. Yeah. Like, if we were in the studio, if nobody slept, I didn't sleep. And if I had to carry bags, nobody carried my bags. Like, it wasn't like
you weren't like
baby,
princess?
I still was baby girl to a certain extent, but I really wasn't baby girl till I proved myself. Till they saw that lyrically, I could like stand up to all of them if I needed to. And I wasn't scared to be thrown into situations because there was lots of ciphers.
Yeah.
Lots of ciphers on the streets in Harlem. You know, I wasn't scared to be thrown up against any situation. And I think that's when it was like, okay, she can hang with us. She's the right girl for us.
Yeah. And you seem to have been, I don't know, maybe where you come from, maybe just being from Philly.
Oh, yeah.
But it's like, and that's another thing I could relate to you on, is being young, being a young woman in a space with mostly men. And not just men, but like, super aggressive.
Oh, yeah.
You know, manliest of men.
Manliest of men.
Yeah. And navigating through that in a way. What was
navigating and thriving, both of us. Like, for real. And thriving. Not just like we're here.
Yeah, but what do you attribute that to? Like,
I think it is a Philly thing for sure.
You just used to being with guys. Like,
I was always a tomboy. I was a girly tomboy because I still like my hair done. You know, that kind of thing. I wore tight stuff and whatever, but I was like a dude. Like, I did operate like a dude. Most of my friends, my closest friends, were always dudes. So, and that was when I was growing up in Philly too. I had girlfriends, but I hung out with boys. Like, but I think also Philly just gave me my feisty attitude. Philly girls are known for being feisty, and also being the underdog. Like, I kind of thrived off of being like, I'm gonna show you. It's okay. Like, you know, I kind of liked it.
Yeah.
like, oh, let me see what you could do. Okay, I'm gonna show you.
Yeah. It's funny because when later on, years after my career, people would ask me, well, you know, as a woman in such a male dominated, and I just never knew how to answer that question because it always just seemed normal to me. Like, I would, like you, grew up on a block. You know, I was playing handball outside with the boys. I was, you know, I was the tomboy like that. So to me, it never was. But then as an adult woman now, sometimes I do think back and I'm like, oh, I was behaving that way because I was protecting myself.
100%.
Or I was, you know, there's certain ways you learned how to maneuver.
100%. You definitely have to have on armor when you're in those rooms and you're in those spaces.
Yeah, you can't be sensitive.
You cannot be sensitive.
Yeah.
You know, I think it took me a while to unpack that part of myself. It took me a while to be like, oh, you don't need that anymore. You don't need the armor. Though? The armor. Yeah. You know, I spent a lot of time, so many years in it that I think, you know, I talk about, and I didn't realize this until when I wrote my book, and looking back on like why I was drinking so much, like why I was like numbing my emotions or my feelings is because I was like, what am I doing? Like, I spent so much time in this hard place. And when I didn't need it anymore, I didn't really know how to get out of it. So I think I was like using drinking to kind of like counteract it. I don't know. It was weird.
To like relax, like, I don't know, calm yourself.
Yeah, to calm, relax. Definitely. And to stop like thought, which I also, you know, stuff that we didn't talk about back in the day of like having anxiety and
No, that never came up.
What are those words?
In our early interviews, we've never discussed anxiety.
Right. And I, you know, now I look back on stuff and I'm like, damn, wow.
I had anxiety.
Oh,
yeah.
Bad.
Yeah.
Bad.
But that's interesting though. I never thought about that you would need to, like, if you have all that armor on.
Yeah.
I don't know, from when I'm trying to think about what my armor was, I definitely used to wear baggy clothes. I also would come over prepared, which probably you did as a rapper, right? Yeah. I would, if I had I would make sure that I knew more than everybody in the room so that nobody could ever front on me.
Yeah, that's real.
And as a woman, you like extra hard on that.
Well, yeah, because I used to walk into rooms and like I would go into sessions and people would be like, "Oh, are we waiting for your writer?" I mean, like, I am the writer. She's here. She's here. You know what I mean? Like, I got asked that so many times that it used to be like, that's insane. Like, I don't write these lyrics. I write these lyrics. Like, yeah. So,
but there's also like a toughness, like you said, right? That we probably can't even all the way describe. I think it's a presence, like carrying yourself with a certain hardness that it's understood when you're in a room full of guys.
Definitely.
That you're not for the shit, right? Yeah. So when you have to let that go, I never really thought about that.
No, it's hard. I think it took, even with like, I still had it even when I met my husband, which, you know, we've been together 15 years now, which is crazy.
Wow.
But when we first got together, the first few years we were together, shit would play out because I was, and this is not just being hard in the industry, but hard in relationships. You know, it would play out in a way that he'd be like, "What? I don't understand. Like, why are you cursing me out right now?
What did I do?
What did I do?
Can't we just talk?"
Yeah, like I was in the bathroom. I missed your call. Like, you know, and I'd be like, "Yeah, I know you with another." He's like, "I was taking a shit." Like, I don't really. Give me a second. Like, and it took me years, and even to also understand, like, oh shit, I can lean on somebody. I don't have to do everything by myself because I'm used to just doing it by myself. Like, I got it. It's like, I'm fucking tired of getting it all the time. And it took me a few years to really be like, wow, I got a partner. I can, or I can be soft. I still sometimes there are times where I definitely will be like in my head about something and he's like, what's up? And I'm like, no, I'm good. And it's like, you don't have to do that. It's still there. There's still remnants of it.
Wow.
Yeah.
But what made you feel like you needed to shed that? Like, was there a moment? Was there something that happened? Or
no, I think it was just like, it kind of became this thing that was like, what is this for? What is it for? Like, I'm safe. I think that's the holding on to the heart, being like having that wall or having that armor too, is making yourself safe because you are in these rooms, because you are around these dudes. Because I think it's not just about, for me, the armor is not just about looking at me and being like, yo, okay, you can't try it with her. It's also about like making sure I'm in a safe space. Like, am I good? Like, I guess I didn't feel safe. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. I don't know.
Well, you know, you're probably growing into it too, like making mistakes, which
definitely
reinforce that you're not safe feeling sometimes, especially in relationships.
Definitely relationships.
Yeah,
definitely relationships. I always was good in my professional life. I was great.
Yeah,
relationships were the worst.
For more episodes, you know what to do. Subscribe, like, comment, and we'll see you on the next IRL podcast.